idea what's going on. But it's kind of fun. Okay.
Poor bike. Just 10 more blocks in the set. They beat us here.
Okay, let's see what we're up against.
Asleep or something.
Frost is upgraded. Triple cutting beams protected. Okay. No, I didn't want to crash. Okay. Let's jaunt. Crash. And double breach this, see what happens.
Maybe not.
Mask. Move here and crash. Backstab. For fun, I guess we can jaunt over here. Crash you. Fire breach at you.
They were waiting.
Use the jaunt to finish
They'll
off
make
the last.
time too.
Okay. Junction jams. Satisfaction guaranteed 38? Satisfaction's guaranteed.
Not a soul. Hardly recognize this place without the foot traffic.
What are these blue ghost things?
Ah, fertile ground.
Huh. Okay. I don't know which way.
Never seen Goldwalk cleared out.
Function files updated 5. I don't have anything new. Oh, inspect new?
You got on the camera on a short list. More than just a name to them now.
Red, age 27, gender female, selections, music, logistics, reasons cited decline, trace status, intact. Red, background, rated top percentile Cloudbank's contemporary performing artist for 5 years. Red demonstrated early interest in music despite studying at Traversen Hall. Traversen grew many of the city's most ambitious civic planners, though Red spent the majority of her time developing the Academy's nascent arts program, and was the first on record to select 2 non-traditional disciplines. Records indicate she was reluctant to explain, citing personal reasons. She remained reticent even after gaining the spotlight, and when asked about her past and influences, would often say her work spoke for itself. She did admit, however, that she never wrote her music with intent to stir controversy. Install and use function in an upgrade slot to learn more. Details. Use rate 100%. Install and use function. So I guess we need to use crash in an upgrade slot. Crash is breach. Crash will fire further. Crash will do greater damage. Crash will fire instantly, become usable during turn recovery. Crash will fan out. Okay. Use rate for each function updated after process termination. Global use rates. Apparently, only 20% of people have used this as an upgrade. Okay, so installing use function in an upgrade slot to learn more. Okay. So crash. Let's remove crash. Oh, all of these functions have something new to learn about them. Reach.
You've reached the hopefully not permanent address of Mr. Nobody.
Decline, still figuring things out, non-recoverable. Use this function in upgrade slot to learn more. Error, subject background data corrupted during integration. Reason unknown. a subject. So each function is like a different person.
Lillian Platt used to run the OVC. Said she left for personal reasons.
33 female physics negotiation problem solving integrated. One of the preeminent scientific minds in Cloud Bank. Her leadership OVC terminals in Cloud Bank more than doubled, and the quality of broadcast strengthened more than fourfold. However, she became the youngest ever to leave the post, as she tendered a resignation in less than 2 years to pursue extracurricular interests. Following the disappearance of a close personal friend, Mr. Maximus Darcy. Actions taken. Personal records show Miss Platt was preoccupied with certain rumors and urban legends concerning an unusual phenomenon sighted in the northwestern corner of the city. For undisclosed reasons, she did not wish to involve the authorities. Her access to privileged OVC information may have contributed to her decision. Other records show she engaged in clandestine discussions with individuals claiming to have knowledge of circumstances surrounding her friend's disappearance. She arranged to meet them one night in an unmarked port near Goldberg Bay. That was apparently have unlocked more file encrypted insufficient access. So there's more to her. She's Spark. Let's inspect Jaunt.
Preston Moyle. Guess he went out joyriding one night and never came back.
Reflexes machinery. I want to go fast and far. Cloudbank's racing circuit never knew the likes of Preston Moyle, who shattered speed records with aplomb for 4 years straight. Credited with popularizing the sport, Mr. Moyle gained celebrity not merely for his exceptional riding ability, but because he built his motorbikes with his own hands. The thrill seeker. One day he was just gone, except for his bike. So I can learn more if I put him in the upgrade slot, like I have with whoever Spark was. Mask, subversive concealing.
Shawsburg was out of control. Thought the admins put him away.
Trickery comedy, everybody wears a mask, right? Considered the most elusive entertainer in Cloud Bank. Earned his reputation through numerous absurd public pranks or other daring or ill-advised feats. Thus he earned the nickname The Magician from his many thousands of fans, and enjoyed executing highly unusual, unscheduled performances. Oh, people are hosting me, hello, sorry. I've been really, tied up in backstory stuff. Because I've never seen this before in any playthrough I've done. Sorry. So he's a magician, executing highly unusual, unscheduled performances. His acts grew more ambitious, culminating in his promise to skydrop. Yeah. After constructing his personal glider, Mr. Sins will sail forth one evening from a high-rise rooftop to the delight of thousands of onlookers at ground level. Onlookers lost visibility as he flew into the dense fog hanging over Goldwalk. The cheering continued for more than 40 minutes. Mr. Shasberg, meanwhile, completed his skydrop very much as planned. What he did not expect was that several individuals were waiting for him when he touched down. Okay. Apparently I can't learn anything more about him. There's some other lock. Okay. Okay, so I want to learn more about Red. Yeah, let's do it. Let's upgrade Breach. So Breach now has Crash installed on it. I already did Mask as an upgrade. Did I? Yeah, okay. So I can remove that. So we've got Mask. So if we put Jaunt in as an upgrade to something... Ooh, faster turn recovery. Ooh, let's do that. Okay. And then Spark. Did I already? Yeah, okay. So I've already used Spark as an upgrade. And install you here. Yes. Okay. So who do I need? Okay, so I need to put Crash in. Breach needs to be put in as an upgrade to something. Do I have any? Well, no, Breach is currently hosting Crash. Goodness, this is complicated. Okay. Okay.
Trouble.
Nope, nope, nope.
Popping up like weeds.
Ah, dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight them. What we got?
Strong.
Turn activates automatically when life is at 50%. Okay. Let's mask. Here. Crash this creep. Activate sparks. And
Dream's getting fixed. You're up.
come behind you. Reach. Spark him a few times. Don't kill him. It should crash him. It should give us time to escape. Hey, creep. No, I want to get behind him and attack. Overkill. Creeps cannot use their beam weapons while moving. So it seems like these weed things like repair the creep. Okay, I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. Pick up the self creep and then the self meteor.
Just passing through.
Did I miss any fights? I blinked for a second. No, not really.
What do you see?
I can learn load. Form a volatile packet. Strike packet to produce a blast. Adds area effect or switch. Take control of a target. Ooh. Let's learn switch. Access point. 2 files have been updated.
Nobody changed the sky like Yondale. Why her?
Fairy Yandel, apparently meteorology. Sky looks blue because we want it to. She's been integrated, okay. So I'm gonna have to install that somewhere to learn more about her. Charm duration for 6 seconds. Okay. Breach. Okay, what else did I learn? Okay, oh, we learned more about Red. Career. To appreciate the impact of Red's music, consider first the state of Cloudbank's social climate and how it evolved over the past 2 decades. When an altercation finally erupted in the cloud during one of her performances, it was the first such incident in 4 years. It was a very peaceful place, or very controlled. It escalated to the point where administrators were summoned to the scene, as one of the suspects was banned from the premises. He accused Red of being an instigator and provocateur. Red later stated it was in the moment that she fully understood the potent effect her music had on people. She decided to take certain precautions from that point, proceeding from the spotlight to compose new material in relative privacy. Rumors swirled, and once she finally reemerged, trouble followed. Okay. So, let's move this one. Spark has been fully... That one's been fully... Oh! John has more information. The bike. Traveling systems on his bike indicate that Mr. Moyle headed northwest across the canals late one night, averaging 228% faster than the common standard. He surely was aware that the northwestern corner of Cloudbank was offline pending investigation, but this was likely the appeal. Having his very own abandoned part of town to race through on his custom bike was Mr. Moyle's dream, and the reality lived up to the dream, judging by the volume of Mr. Moyle's laughter recorded by his bike. However, the recording stopped abruptly. Okay. Okay, we need to... Okay, Breach needs to be installed as a... Okay, let's remove Breach. And I want to put Crash back in part 1. Install you here. about this. We need to install it as an upgrade to something. Install breached here. Crash will travel farther and with more velocity. So it'll have a bigger range. Cool. I think that was the last one that I needed to unlock, right? I think so. Well, I can't unlock any more to charm or whatever it's called. I'm gonna call it charm. I think it's called switch. Yeah, switch. Okay. Who's not installed? Not installed. Mask, remove. Quick function. Install. Let's do Spark Jaunt. I liked that. Install upgrade. And let's install mask part 2. Okay. I think everybody's installed now. Sorry, this is old. Really confusing. Okay, I think, is this where I'm supposed to go? Pass through? I'm kind of confused, because I thought I saw another... This way?
No queue to get in. That's a first. This can't be the channel.
Whoa. What are you? Packet. Let's crash them. Teleport over here. Crash these people, I guess. Crash you. Crash you.
Guess what's inside? Back for more?
Oh, it's the big guy. It's Jerk 2.0's back. Okay. Teleport behind. Crash. Switch. Crash again. Oh wait, hold on. Backspace, backspace. Crash here. Crash here. That way it'll kill these packet things.
Let's go.
Oh, you're angry, little fella, aren't you? Crash, 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 crash. Protected. Okay.
Do your worst, pal.
And then while we're recharging, we go invisible. Crash. Crash, crash. Oh, I'm gonna lose my backstep bonus. Press R to undo a planned action. Okay. So I can backstab and unmask and basically, like, totally clobber this guy. Holy cow, he's tough. Is that all? Yeah, that's all I can do. And capture. I can't attack because I'm charged. It's me.
All quiet.
I want to go back. I don't know if this is where I was supposed to go or not. Love that move. Okay, let's remove this. Fairy Yondale. She's Cloudbank's first ever sky painter, someone who took the everyday occasion of the ever-changing sky and made art of it. She worked for the pleasure of thousands who remembered they once took the sky for granted. Miss Yondale gained a significant following as she transformed the skies around the city, and her skill and popularity grew side by side. She started taking requests. One such request came from her heart. She was drawn to the district of Goldwalk, where her suitor lived, and there she would change the horizon to shimmering sapphire for the solstice, and for their and everyone's sake. This was when her art became a liability. Anything else new? Oh, breach. Exceptions. Recovered data indicates subject has no selections on record. There's a remote possibility, less than 5%, that this information is inaccurate due to data corruption. In the more unlikely event that the information is valid, subject by definition cannot be matched with consensus data, as 0% of CloudBank willingly chose non-selection. So they have no idea who this mysterious person is. What happens? Mask will temporarily turn surrounding targets allegiance when the user's been activated. Oh, so it's like an AoE charm. That'd be kind of cool. Let's install Switch into Crash. Okay, should be pretty simple. Hit them and take over their minds. Remove you. Put you in here. Select function. Install you here. Okay. Is that everyone? Yeah, everyone's installed now. UVC terminal.
They're saying everyone up and left. Nothing to see here.
Preston Whale is missing. Yeah, that's the guy who somehow we've absorbed into the sword. Okay. Goldwalk's still offline. More questions and answers following the evacuation of the popular Cloudbank district. Tell me more.
Admin's just towing the line.
The northwestern conduit of Cloudbank remains offline pending investigation. Authorities are downplaying any connections between their investigation or recent disappearances. Chief Inspector Walther Nees praised the work of the 18th Precinct charged with the task. This is the most thorough procedure ever conducted on my watch, said Nees. Mr. Nees, presently there's no estimate for when Goldwalk citizens will ever be able to return home. So it's like people have disappeared, but we're like absorbing them? Don't believe a word of this nonsense.
Yeah, I'll say.
Don't count on Goldwalk opening up again anytime soon, -R. What did she say? I didn't catch it. Okay, I'm gonna watch the stream. I want to see what she said. She was saying it first. Goldwalk is utterly what? Gone? Can I go back now? So it sounds like I found like some kind of sub area. Oh, people detected 0. Okay.
Out of the channel in record time. 8 blocks off. Almost there.
Is this where it was before? I'm like so disoriented in this game. I have no idea where I am or where I'm going. Teleport. Okay, so that's where I came in from. Oh, there's that bar thing I found earlier. Okay.
Terminal's still up.
Food's ready to eat for. Food.
Must be starving.
Hungry? Grab a bite at Junction Jan's. Satisfy your craving with a complimentary Junction Jan's gourmet flatbread.
Sea monster's really the only choice here.
Let's do Harvest Garden.
Or that. Just have to get back to your place before it gets cold.
One Harvest Garden coming right up. Thanks for your order. Your meal will be delivered to your address in 8 minutes. Have a good one, JJ. Oh.
They're hungry too.
Okay, let's mask. Oh, Johnson attack now, isn't it? Wait, hold on. Renewed 4. Mask. Avoid getting hit while turn is recovering. Move behind you. Crash you. Oh, cannot harm friend. Okay. Breach and then crash.
Okay, it's...
Good night.
Left ourselves open. For a veggie flatbread.
Veggie flatbread. Oh yeah. So don't really need to play with the keyboard. I can play like entirely with the mouse. I think this is where I came in though. So I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah, there's the bike. Okay. I basically totally explored this area, it seems. Okay. Which is interesting. The game has some non-linear elements to it, but it's hard to tell where I'm allowed to branch off and where I have to go back. But let's learn about... I think this one, yeah, switch. On the solstice, administrative restrictions over the northwestern part of Goldwalk conflicted with the breadth of the sky that needed painting. Because of her physiological state, however, Miss Yandell disregarded the restrictions and painted away. The result was stunning, as a majority of onlookers failed to find words to describe it. But because Miss Yandell wantonly ignored the front page directive from administration, she was banned from sky painting for a term 2.5 times longer than she found acceptable. She petitioned for reprieve and came in contact with an administrator who suggested there are ways the term could be lightened. She was eager to learn. How? Let's remove that from Crash. Hey, we charm? Yeah, let's do that around Mask. We can charm people and then, like, teleport and attack other people. The charm, the switch thing is really useful, but it makes it so we can't hurt people. So it kind of makes the fights go a little longer than I want. So let's switch it up a bit. This game seems to be all about switching up your movesets and learning about what the hell is going on.